Okay, I'm going to call Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico. They are one of the world's largest solar telescopes, radio telescopes, where they do radio astronomy or radar astronomy, where they bounce a radar beam or a radio beam, whatever, up and they hit a planet and it bounces back, and they can determine the distance based upon the time it gets back, right? Not realizing that light slows. If you watch my video, I talked about that. That light actually slows, especially because in the center of the Earth, superconductivity, negative 455 degrees Fahrenheit, super cold, super frigid, different ways that you can slow light I've mentioned before. Also, double negative metamaterials, single negative metamaterials indicate that there are glass spheres covering the sun and the moon and the planets. And they're creating a coherence, a wave coherence, and they're actually creating negative refraction and slowing down the light considerably to almost a crawl, especially when you get into the area between the sphere that's covering the sun and the planets and the actual celestial sphere. Light is incredibly slow. So that's how they get those times when they're bouncing signal back to from Mercury to Earth or Venus or the Moon, right? Moon 2.56. Anyway, let's give these fellows a call and let's just totally destroy the entire economic system as we know it, as well as the scientific system. So let me contact them. Get my phone out here. Phone at the bottom there. Okay. Phone. One 787 878 2612. Okay. Volume.
Este es el Observatorio de Arecibo. This is the Arecibo Observatory. For English, press 1. Si está usando un teléfono if you are using a touch-tone phone and you know the desired extension, dial it now. For visitor center information, press 4. For our directory, press 5. If you need assistance, press 0, or please remain online.
I'll try. We'll see if we can speak to a scientist or something like that.
Arecibo Observatory, Israel speaking.
Hi, my name is Stephen Christopher, and I have a YouTube channel with over 6,000 subs, and I wanted to speak with, an astronomer or scientist that actually bounces.
Oh, okay.
Can I speak with?
Hold on, let me see who I can transfer you to. Patrick Taylor. Let me pass it with. His name is Patrick Taylor.
Okay.
We had a good guy for the YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
But he left to the U.S. Okay, I'm going to transfer you to 358, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You have a pleasant day, sir.
You too. Patrick Taylor.
Hello.
Hi, is this Patrick Taylor?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Stephen Christopher. I was transferred to you. I'm calling in regard to, I have some questions. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about the shape of the Earth. I have over 6,000 subs. And my understanding of the cosmos is quite different than what the conventional heliocentric system teaches. And so I guess I'd like to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
Okay, have you ever heard about the concave Earth theory?
I can't say that I have.
Okay, well, if you do a little search on YouTube, you'll find my work. Basically, what it is saying is that the complete universe is actually contained within a hollow concave sphere that it's called Earth. And it's the same dimensions as what is normally calculated with the standard heliocentric model, but everything is inside. And so that means that all the planets, space, There's a ball of stars in the middle of the Earth. It's all tiny. It's all very close to us. And it's understanding that light slows to almost a crawl at that superconductive negative 455 degree area up in the center of the Earth. And so that creates what we call different ways in which we can slow the light. There's single negative metamaterials. There's double negative metamaterials. All has to do with the understanding that there's actually glass spheres up in the sky. Even at 100 kilometers high, there's a glass sphere that's inside the Earth. So we actually have a ceiling which creates the bounce of the radio waves. That's how we get radio waves going to the other side of the Earth, because it bounces up, it hits a hard surface. It's called specular coherent transparency, where it'll reflect back a signal, and it'll hit the ocean, and it'll continue like that to get to the other side of the Earth. So everything that you're doing with radar astronomy is not understanding. You're assuming that light is constant, but it's not constant. It slows to a crawl, and my understanding of the cosmos is accurate and true. It explains everything that you cannot explain, like cosmic rays. Where are they coming from? They're hitting a negative meniscus glass lens. That's why they're spreading out like that. That's why they're hitting the Earth like that. You cannot explain where megacry meteors are coming from. Do you even know what megacry meteors are?
Sorry, megaprime?
Megacryometeors. They're large.
Megacrio.
Yeah, they're large chunks of ice that fall down from the sky, and nobody knows where they're coming from. Some people think they're coming from airplanes, but they're not coming from airplanes. And so they're huge chunks of ice. Some up to, one was recorded to be 1,500 pounds. And they don't know where this is coming from. Not understanding, this is a divine ruse, that you're living inside the Earth. The entire cosmos is inside the Earth. Planets are teeny. Everything is teeny. That's why we have what they call gravitational lensing. It's because there's actually literally glass in front of the sun. It creates the star displacement that Einstein thought was happening with gravity. It's not happening because of gravity. Gravity is fictitious. You're being held down to the ground by an ether push from the center of the Earth. Do you understand that ether was never taken away with the Michelson-Morley experiment? They refused to do another experiment, or they said they were going to do many experiments about that, but they never did. And they did not detect a null. They detected a slightly positive effect. If you look into the research of Dayton Miller, you will understand that the ether force is real. It's an ether drift within the Earth. That's what's creating the so-called Coriolis effect, the so-called Atvos effect. All these effects that you think are happening because you think you're living on a rotating Earth, a rotating convex Earth, for that matter, are inaccurate. Ether is the true force within the Earth. Do you understand what I'm trying to help you understand?
Not completely.
Well, I'm recording this, and I want my viewers to understand what is the true and how this has been hidden, and we, as the public, have all been lied to about the shape of the Earth, about the universe. The light plays a trick on that. Light is bending upward toward the center. If you understand how horizontal ham radio antennas work, you understand that light and energy travels upward. You understand that there's a dipolar radiation pattern within the center of the Earth. There's an octahedron up there that the Canadian Meteor Orbit Radar can pick up. You understand there's actually a literal octahedron behind a celestial sphere, a ball of stars. Stars are tiny. It's called sonoluminescence, multi-bubble sonoluminescence. Everything is tiny. Do you understand what I'm trying to help you understand, Peter? You're living inside the Earth. You've been living a lie all your life. Do you understand that?
Well, first of all, that's not my name, so...
Oh, what was your name again? I'm sorry.
And you said you're recording this?
Yes, I am. What was your name again? I'm sorry. My fault.
No, I'm asking you, you said you're recording this?
Yes, I am recording this.
Well, you should tell me that as soon as you call me.
Is there a problem with you being recorded? I don't understand.
Well, there's a problem with you not telling me.
Well, I told you, what, a couple minutes into our conversation? Is that okay, or is that not okay? It just happened to go with the flow, you know? We were in a communication, and I was talking, and so basically, what I'm recording while I'm recording this conversation with you, I would like my viewers to understand. So I would like to have you be okay with that, showing my viewers that me, Lord Stephen Christ.
I'm not comfortable with this.
Oh, well, I don't even know your name anyway, so. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever his name was, did not want to be acknowledged as a recipient of me calling them on their bullshit. Calling a spade a spade. They're living inside the concavity of the Earth, and they're going down. Heliocentrism is finally collapsing. This will change everything, ladies and gentlemen.